This how-to video will be on how to add an alarm label to the possibilities are a BSC, touch input module, or a PSM. You can also do it on the PC versions of that. It's like a PC BSC or PC input module. So essentially a label allows you to just show one button on the module, but when they select that, you have multiple selections. So for instance, if you had like a cell, you could have cell one. When they select cell one, then they would have their maintenance, team lead, materials, whatever call that they needed underneath that. So from the welcome menu here, you're going to select core software. And where we want to be is in devices. So you can select that over here on the left, or we can use the icons. So configuration, devices. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use a production status module for this example. Essentially, we're going to give it a name, station 33. Then I'm going to go to monitoring points. Keep in mind this will work the same for a BSC and a touch input module. The only thing it would not work on would be a so this is going to be an alarm. And so I'm going to go with my scenario where I had the different cells. So this would be cell 1. And in the mode, this is where I want to select my label. You can assign it a color, red, green, yellow, blue, white, there. So now with that selected, I want to hit the alarm button again because I want to make a child or the actual alarm under the level, under the label. So I would do that here, and then let's just go with maintenance alarm. And then from that maintenance alarm, you would select if it's a dual state. You could do a dual state with the reasons on clear. So those options for tri-state and mono-state. If you don't know what these alarms are, they're explained in other how-to videos, and there's also articles on our wiki page. So for this, I'm going to set this up as a tri-state. And I'm going to select this again and hit another one. So let's just call this team lead. I'm going to set this up as a tri-state, and then I can add another alarm level. And we'll just call this materials as a dual state. So essentially what I can do now is I can add my communications to this. So basically I'm going to add a new communication path. I'm going to select the route that I want to use. I'm going to use this test route here. And I can add my message here that's preempted. They're already showing. And so basically this is saying maintenance needed at, and it's going to pull this name here, station 33. So that's what these would show. This one would show maintenance responded to station 33. This would show maintenance issue resolved at station 30. So if that's not what you wanted it to say, which in this may be the case in this scenario, is what you may want to do is say, we could use that name piece, right? So that would be that maintenance. But instead of saying the station name, we would say the cell. So we could just type it like that. So maintenance responded to cell 1. And then basically we can add this, and we can just delete this piece. And same thing. And so now we have our communication path set up. We can do the same thing for team lead and the materials. Once you have that all set up, just hit your save and exit. And then now our PSM for station 33 shows up. Just keep in mind that if it's a PC input module, you're good to go. It's going to reflect those changes immediately. Otherwise, if it's a hardware module, you'll have to go to device status and then update the configuration. This will conclude our how-to on how to set up an alarm label. So we'll talk to you again.